I'm alive. Whoa. Yeah guys, sorry it took me so long to upload a video, but I've had so much homework, and I am a gymnast. I'm at the gym 27 hours a week. It's just really hard for me to find time to make videos. Again, honestly, you guys probably already knew I was a gymnast. I mean, like, half the shirts I wear in my videos are of gymnastics. So, yeah. And I've got new editing software, so I'm figuring that out. But everything is coming together, and here's the video. Let's go. So guys, today I'm going to be showing you everything that goes into feeding this tank. So, today I'm doing one big feeding. I'm not showing all the food I have, but I am feeding most of it. Now, I am doing a water change later today, and that's why I'm feeding this much, because I want to make sure all of my small fish and every fish gets food. But usually I would not feed this much food because it really makes the water dirty. This is going to be a little bit differently than I usually do but this is just for the sake of the video. Let's pop to it. Okay, so this is the first thing. This is just normal New Life Spectrum pellet food that, so this is mostly going to be for my guppies and stuff. Pardon me for sitting with that for a second. So this is just going to be for my guppies and potties, and I'm going to put in a little bit less than usual because they're going to get some other food today as well. So I'm just taking a small little pinch and dropping that in there for mostly the potties and the guppies. Next, I have my algae wafers, and what I'm going to do with my algae wafers is I have 2 bristlenose pluckos. They're both getting one. And then I have 3 Siamese algae eaters, and those 3 are just getting one. And then I'm putting in one more because the potties and stuff also like to peck at it, and I don't like it when the fish fight. So I'm going to make sure I give them plenty. So here I have all 4 algae wafers, and I'm going to scatter them throughout the tank. Alright, so they're falling to the bottom, and usually for the bristlenose pluckos I feed them at night because they're nocturnal, but for the sake of this video I'm feeding it during the light. Alright, so here I have some of my frozen food. Now I have so much frozen food, there's no way I can show you all the different types of frozen food I have because I just simply can't feed all of that food in one video. So here is my turtle food. The aquatic turtle diet. So what I usually do is I put in 2 cubes of this, because usually the fish steal one, and then my turtle also takes one, so I'm going to put in 2 cubes of this. Alright, I've got my 2 cubes right here, and in they go. Alright, so here you can see some of the fish are pecking at that one, and my turtle, Frito, hasn't quite found it, so I'm going to help him out a bit. So it's in the back. I don't actually know how I'm going to be able to lure him. So I'll grab a freeze-dried mealworm. So in here I have freeze-dried mealworms and freeze-dried shrimp. And this is a mealworm of decent size right here. So I'll try to lure him with this. Alright. No, shoot. Frito, it's over. Okay, well, he went the wrong direction. I hope he'll find it. Yeah. He'll find it eventually. And here I have my bloodworms. So what I usually do with my bloodworms is my Pictus catfish will come up and he'll take one. And then my turtle might also take one. So then I put in 3 so all the rest of the fish can have one too. I've got my 3 cubes, and I'm just going to toss them in. Going to toss them in. And by the way, my turtle found his cube. So this does make the water incredibly messy, but I will do a water change today. And also the messy water is really good because I have some of my big filter feeding shrimp and stuff, and some other fish that are much more shy. So I always want to make sure they get food too. Somehow Frito got the food all the way down here, and he's eating it down here. I don't know how it ended up down there because usually it floats. Some bloodworms is floating around. It takes a little while for everything to be found, but it will happen. Alright, so I could just like show my face for this one, but the fish are all still eating, so I'm just gonna talk while panning the tank. So the other foods that I have that I didn't show in this are, so the other frozen foods I have that I didn't show are, so I have emerald entree, which is a really good food for fish, but sometimes my turtle eats it and I want him to eat his food, so it's hard to get that mixed up. And then I also have this thing that's, it's spirulina and I think brine shrimp, baby brine shrimp, and that's really good for fry, but I don't have any fry right now. And then I also have another protein mix for like carnivores that has like bloodworms and spirulina, but I don't really have any carnivorous fish, so I don't use that either. Then I also have some larger pellets, which I used to feed angelfish when I had them, but I haven't had any angelfish in a while. And I do throw some of these in there for my flagfish because he's a bit bigger, but otherwise that doesn't get used very often. Some more foods I have that I didn't mention are down here. So I have gourmet turtle diet, which my turtle will eat but not as often, and I'm not so sure it's actually as good for him. So I have that. And then also for my freeze-dried worms and shrimp, which I feed as treats for Frito, which are right here. There's already a tiny bit of calcium powder mixed in there, but I have some more calcium powder mixed up here. And this mixture is a mix of really finely crushed up eggshells. There's some of this herptivite in there, and there's also some reptivite, and that's it for that. So there you go, that's everything I feed my tank. In fact, you can kind of see my turtle right now. Actually, I'm not sure if you can, but my turtle's finishing off some food right there. Anyway guys, that's the video. I'm going to be uploading a lot more now because it's great and I can do that now. So yeah. Also, I have really good editing software now, so that might be like better videos. I don't know if I'm actually going to go super far into it, but I'll try. Hey guys, thanks for watching, subscribing, bye. One last note. If you're in the aquarium plans, you can still get 10% off from H2O Plants if you click the link in the description. So I would recommend it. They're the cheapest plants out there, and they're also, in my opinion, the best because they actually survive, which doesn't happen with other websites that I've ordered from that I'm not going to name. And it's also cheaper, so for me, I honestly think it's the best. Alright guys, there's the video I filmed a month ago and never uploaded. The reason I didn't film that is because I was going snowboarding every day that I wasn't at the gym. I was either at the gym or I was snowboarding, or we had people over and we were doing all of that type of stuff. So I'm sorry it took me so long to edit it, but it's there now, so there you go.